Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Reganelite here. Happy New Year, if I haven't already said. It's officially 2024. All my previous Speaking My Mind episodes were done last year, guys. This is the first one I've done for this year. And it's a really nice day. Yesterday it was howling with wind. But today it's finally a bit more calmer. There is still a bit more wind, to be fair, today, guys. So what we talk about today, guys, I'm going to try not to get the sun in because I can tell the sun is getting in the way, guys. So I want to talk a bit about TikTok. Yes, TikTok, guys. So I've talked a bit about Instagram and about the Instagram page and that kind of thing. I want to talk a bit about, not just about my TikTok page, but a bit about TikTok itself, guys. So TikTok obviously is... Now, I don't think it's directly owned by the Chinese government, but it is owned by a Chinese company. That is one thing that we do know. They are a company that really is. It's funny how TikTok really can be such an influence on people. They really do have quite an influence. But the thing is as well, guys, they are incredibly addictive if you're not careful. You can get very addicted to it. Social media, as you know, a lot of social media, you can get quite addicted to it. Actually, speaking of, while I'm going along ranting about social media addiction, I was spending way too much time on Twitter over the last couple of days before this recording. And it's only today I've really kind of dumbed down on Twitter because it can be really toxic if you let it get too much to you. And that's what can tend to happen. But the same can apply to TikTok. You know, you can end up be sitting there scrolling through TikTok for hours on end and not even realize that you've wasted 2-3 hours scrolling through TikTok looking at clips and whatnot. And it could be anything, TikTok now, because of how easy it is and how quick it is to get information off there. It's a very clever algorithm, the way it works as well. But one of the other things as well, I don't know how much... Oh, it's really muddy here, guys, sorry. Almost fell over. One of the things, TikTok is very different to, in China, in particular, to the Chinese people, as opposed to the rest, because we get fed all this kind of stuff. But the algorithm in China teaches Chinese people education, good stuff, all that kind of jazz. Whereas here, we get taught silly things. We see funny videos. You see all sorts of random stuff, guys. When in China, they're very direct in China when it comes to the Chinese people. TikTok is very, very different to the rest of the world. You'd be surprised. But it really, really does have a grip and an influence on people. You know, these 60-second clips, or some now they can go a bit longer or whatnot. They are very interesting. They can be very interesting, very intriguing, very enticing if you're not careful. And there was this video actually not too long ago I saw, because I don't often scroll through TikTok. I very rarely do. And I came across this video about, I don't know who he was, but I don't know who the man was. I can't remember his name, but he was facing off against Ben Shapiro. And if you know who Ben Shapiro is, he's a interesting fellow, let's say, in America. Let's put it that way. Anyway, they had a debate about religion. It was a debate about religion, and I found it extremely fascinating. The arguments from both sides, the interesting pointers about how religion is, how it's not really real, but it's something that you believe in. It was a very fascinating debate and really got me thinking about it as well. So maybe that's something I'll talk about in a Speaking My Mind episode. But just for TikTok to share that with me, because normally they share a lot of junk stuff, and especially if you're a male, they always tend to try and share, you know, they try to share some dumb things, they're silly things that women or girls will do. They will try to share naughty stuff, if you know what I mean, which, you know, to try and entice you. One thing I really, it can be, that kind of stuff. So my best advice is, obviously, if you don't have TikTok, I would say I understand you not having TikTok because it can be addictive. But if you do use TikTok, guys, make sure you restrain yourself from spending time on it, because it can be very, very bad for you mentally, and it can end up wasting a lot of time as well. You don't really realize how much time you spend on TikTok until you've sat there for like an hour or whatever, and you've just been scrolling through it, when you could have been doing something, maybe something different, something a bit more enjoyable. I mean, some people will say, yeah, but I enjoy scrolling through TikTok. But is it really fun? You know, is it really enjoyable? Is it really entertaining? You know, I guess that's the question that I would ask you. So about my own TikTok, guys. So as of the time of this recording, I have currently over 100 followers on my TikTok channel. I have 2 TikToks. I have a private one and a personal one, and then I have the one that's linked in my descriptions, guys. So all my YouTube shorts that I do, if anybody who watches them, which I hope they do. Oh, look at that. Oh, you see the parakeet up there? We have these parakeets, they who come and hang around in the they're always here in the big forest. So my TikTok, basically, essentially what it is all I do is basically I take all my YouTube shorts and I put them on my TikTok, and sometimes they go viral, sometimes they don't. As of right now, most of my TikTok videos, they average between 200 to 300 viewers. I haven't had one lately that's gone viral. I had one that did go viral and made 20,000 views, but that was quite a while ago now. But pretty much what I've been trying to do is get one TikTok video scheduled to drop at the same time as it does on YouTube. So when it drops on YouTube, it drops at the same time on TikTok, basically. So it's like every 6 hours. Every 6 hours on TikTok, there's a shorts video dropping, basically, pretty much. And as you guys may notice on those short videos, there's also dropping on them is I have at the bottom of those short videos, I have my YouTube on there, as well as like, share, subscribe, all that jazz, and obviously where the source is from, because I don't, whenever I give any news, guys, you guys know I don't make it up. I get it from somewhere, and I put a link to where that is on there, on my source, on my main videos, on my shorts, everywhere. So when people say that I've made it up, well, basically you're accusing the source that I get it from making it up. So just want to put that out there, because I have been accused of making stuff up, which is why I put that on there on the shorts. But the reason I put the YouTube shorts on the youtube.com thing on the bottom of the YouTube shorts is because when I upload them onto TikTok, people know if they want more content, then they have to come to the YouTube channel. And it's a way of kind of building bridges and connecting. And because I have over 100 followers now on TikTok, I got to look at analytics, because they have actually, like YouTube Studio has, they have like an analytics sort of thing on TikTok, which I thought was really interesting to look at. And I could look at the numbers and stats and all that kind of stuff, because I do take interest in that, because if I want to be doing this content creation full time, guys, I need to understand the algorithms. And it's quite interesting, because I definitely have quite a fair share of younger audience following me on TikTok, which is a good thing. Now it's about how can I get that kind of numbers there, the younger viewers, and get them to come onto my YouTube. Because when I look at the algorithm on my YouTube at the time of this recording, the vast majority are above 30, 40, 50 plus sort of thing. That's the age range of people that watch the vast majority. I do have younger audience members watching the YouTube, but it's mainly sorry guys, sun's in the way, so I'm gonna just try and do it in a way that's easier. So I do get some younger audience, but I want to get more of that over. So how would I do that is a question that I'll ask. So that's kind of one of my ways of trying to do it, is trying to plug the YouTube channel to say to people, if you come over, there's a bit more here, sort of thing. So it is slowly increasing. I did, believe it or not, I did have shorts dropping all throughout Christmas, even though there was 1 or 2 days during the period where I didn't have any videos drop on YouTube at all. What I actually did is I spreaded my YouTube videos around like 1 or 2 different days, so that there was always a video dropping. So the algorithm was always constantly going for my TikTok channel. So yeah, I don't actually, so the one that I use to the TikTok that I use to upload videos, I don't follow anyone or anything. I just simply put the news out there, and I do look at comments from time to time, but I don't respond to them on there, because I've seen some hate comments, or people are calling me misleading, or they're pro-Russia comments or something like that. So, but I do look at them, but I don't always respond to them. Well, that's my bit on TikTok anyway, guys. But what do you guys honestly think of TikTok? I think it does have its place on social media, but I can also understand why people are hesitant to use it, the dangers that it has, and rightly so. Does it matter that they're owned by a Chinese company? I think it's another question people ask, because perhaps they are treated indifferently because they're not an American company like Facebook. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of TikTok? And do you follow me on TikTok, and do you look at my YouTube shorts on there? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Hit a like button, we greatly appreciate it, and share this across social media. You know, all the usual jazz, guys. And I hope to catch you all very, very soon.